Hey guys, Brian here, Stogie Review, IPCPR 2018. Wow, it's 2018. Here with Kurt Van Keppel from Xikar and Suzanne, I believe, right?
Suzanne.
And you're going to show us the latest and greatest with
Brian,
Xikar.
thanks for coming over.
Pleasure.
All you guys out in Stogie Review land, thank you for participating with us.
Yep.
So, we've got a bunch of great new items at the show this year we're delighted to tell you guys about. I think the first and perhaps one of the most exciting items is our new single flat flame lighter.
The flat flame, nice.
Yeah, so the beauty, and this is a pull-down lighter, and you can see that flat flame. The beauty of a flat flame is that it gives you the power and the breadth of two flames with the precision of one, right? So you can literally light your cigar quickly, but not risk burning the wrapper.
Very nice.
It also is as efficient as a single flame, meaning it doesn't burn your fuel as quickly as a double or a triple.
I'm already in love with it.
Isn't it beautiful?
Painting it with fire.
Yeah, it comes in 4 colors. These metallic colors you see in the case: black, gunmetal, or this bronze, antique bronze, and silver.
It's a really nice look.
So good. Let's
I
go.
love the antique bronze. Look at all the
Yes.
new lighters and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks really, really good.
You know what? There are 3 colors that have been super hot in the last few years. Those are antique bronze, red, or we call it high performance red, sort of that really sexy automobile red. And the third one is rose gold. So super hot right now.
Yeah.
All right. So next, Suzanne, what do you suggest? Come along. And what's the price on this?
$80 for the black.
By the way, $80 on the flat flame lighter.
Yeah, 3 in 1.
Okay, now we're going to come around. So, this hot rod yellow with the black accents has a flip lid, 3 flames that create a blade. You see the way those are angled in? That's to concentrate the heat to the width of the cigar. So a blade of flame lights the cigar really quickly. Just push it up and down and you've got a fast light. Got 2 fuel windows with our red prism to make it easy to see. By the way, it's red because it's full, right? So push the top back over, closes the lid. What's our price on that, Suzanne? $99. Comes in red, black, yellow, and gunmetal finishes. Moving on. Okay. Now, this is sort of like talking about your children. We pretend not to have favorites, but I do. Not a favorite child, but I do have a favorite lighter. And that is our new Turismo Lighter. Again, push the lid, pull down the button, double. I love the ergonomics of this lighter. It just feels good in the hand. You see it's got these ripped sides, sort of like a pistol grip feel to it. And the same pistol grip feel on the button. Very fast, very elegant, comfortable, ergonomic in the hand. And that one sells for $69.99.
It's a matte finish, so it's not going to scratch like some of the metal, so it's great for durability. It also comes in 4 finishes: matte blue, matte black, matte red, and matte gray.
I'm kind of a fan of the matte. I like that antique bronze, but I like matte also a lot.
Yeah. It's really cool. Also in the case, you see our high-performance butane, and I suppose that we spoke about this last year, HP
we
butane.
did,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the HP butane is a new formulation of butane that gives it more pressure, a faster ignition rate, and works at high altitude extremely well. And by the way, a lot of torch lighters, particularly single flames, don't work well at high altitude. There's not enough fuel-air mixture. Well, this one works great at altitude. It also gives you a bigger, stronger flame at lower altitudes, and we've found, now that we've had it in the market for a year, that it'll rejuvenate an old lighter. So, buy this product, put it in your old lighter, you'll see it to start working.
I do recall you mentioning that. I'll have to keep that in mind because I do have some old lighters laying around.
Well, Brian, be sure to empty that old lighter first.
Sure.
And then fill it with this, and it's going to take a little bit to get that old fuel through.
Sure.
But once this comes through, you'll see that it gives you a new spark on life.
Yeah, definitely purging those old lighters is key to.
So what's
trying to
new about
rejuvenate
this year is we're bringing it out in the small size.
The
small
travel
can
size.
Well, as long as it's not on an airplane, you can
that's
travel
true.
with.
That's true. You could put it in a travel humidor. That would fit in there.
And our
Yeah.
pricing on these two, Suzanne, we just changed it.
Yeah, we've done really well with our buying this year, and so we're able to do a price reduction. The large can is now $9.90 retail, and the 1.9 ounce is $5.90 retail.
So that's a 30% decrease over last year's pricing.
Very nice.
Yeah, so just giving it back.
Very cool.
Sure, let's move on. All right, guys. This is our new X-Flame lighter. As you can see, it's based on what is now vape technology moving into the cigar lighter market. So you have a coil just like not just like, but similar to the lighter in the old automobile lighters.
Okay.
Backed up by a lithium-ion battery. And once you've turned it on, as I just did, or maybe I didn't turn it on, maybe I turned it off. Hold on, guys, 1 second. All right, click the button 5 times. Has to be 5 so you don't inadvertently start it up. Then it's turned on. Then you can hold it down, and you can see the coils heating up to red?
Starting to glow, yeah.
Now you'll notice I'm lighting a cigar that's already been lit, so I'm lighting through ash, right?
That's right.
How do you like that?
Nice. You see
Nope.
this lithium-ion battery in
Lithium-ion battery in here, USB charger, mini USB right there, and I just lit a cigar with an ash on it. I wasn't even touching the coil with the cigar. So that's how hot it gets. Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
there? That is pretty awesome.
Then-
I like that. It's windproof too, right?
It's windproof,
Yeah.
absolutely windproof, and it will travel. Obviously, you can travel with your cell phone. You can travel with this.
Could you take something like that on an airplane?
Absolutely,
without a problem?
absolutely.
Okay,
in
that's actually.
fact, the coil on top. It's a little warm right now, but the coil on top separates, comes in separately in its package, just like that.
Okay. So you could disassemble it for safety reasons or
Absolutely,
whatever. Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Charge it like this. This is replaceable. This is actually a consumable item. This one doesn't have the lifetime guarantee because that coil is a consumable item.
Burns out after time.
Well,
yeah. Or burns out.
what happens is people tend to push their cigar into it, and over time they'll damage it. So we can't warrant that.
I got you.
So it's a fragile coil. Now, if they never touch it, then they're not going to need to replace it.
Okay, because I know with the I don't know vaping that well, but I know there's coils in vaping, and I know people have to replace those coils because they do burn out or they get charred or something like that. So I assumed it was like that. But if you don't touch it with your cigar and you're careful with it, you could just use it indefinitely.
Nearly
Okay.
indefinitely. That's right. That's right. So
How long does the battery last between charges approximately?
that's just like asking how long will this cigar last, or how long will this lighter with its fuel last? It depends on how often you smoke,
Okay.
how many per day, how often you relight your cigars, how long it takes you to light a cigar. Do you have a different lighter in your pocket?
So out of curiosity with that, before we move on, how much was that one, and how soon can we buy it?
It will be available in August,
In August?
and it's selling for, I think it's $79 out of the chute. Okay, so I want to remind everybody in Stogie Review that to light a cigar, you hold the flame well underneath the cigar. See how far underneath that is? Now it's already lit, of course, but it takes only seconds to light a cigar when you do it properly. The only time I touch my cigar with the actual flame is when I'm toasting it. I never burn the cigar with the flame while I'm puffing. Always hold it below.
Draws in a lot of heat, makes it really...
The hottest part is above the visible flame. So, and it also helps prevent scorching the wrapper.
Exactly.
In my pocket, she just handed me 2 new finishes on our XO cutter. This one, they both have wood handles. This one is spalted tamarind. And you remember this launch from last year
Yeah.
with the titanium nitride coated body and blades.
I like that you can see the gears in there too. You get a little visual on the
Oh, it's cool.
mechanism.
You know, that is just a fringe benefit. The real purpose of those windows is to vent bits of tobacco
Oh, they get stuck in there.
that would build up in there. So really what they're there for is to blow out the gearing mechanisms. And it also looks cool. So we have that in redwood with black blades and also spalted tamarind. And then we also came out with a polished aluminum.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that beautiful?
Nice.
So this item is very similar to high polished race cars. You've seen them. Audi's got one. Isn't that beautiful? Also, titanium nitride coated blades.
They need to come up with one that's completely clear so you can see all the mechanism inside it. That'd be kind of
Yeah, no, we've talked about it. Actually, we've talked about it, and that is a great idea. I really like that. Just beautiful.
I can't take credit for that idea if you've already talked about it. I was going, like, I had this genius idea for you. Oh, well, you already went
I'll
through
give you credit anyway.
it. Okay, yes.
So that's the new stuff in the land of Xikar. The other big news is we have merged through acquisition of Xikar by Quality Importers. So we've got lots of big things to come.
Okay.
You know, we're now the largest accessory vendor, whether it's branded or generic product, in the world. So we're looking forward to bringing you guys lots of new innovative items for years to come.
It's going to be exciting. Thanks so much for talking
Thanks,
to
Brian.
us.
Really appreciate it.